Hi, and welcome to day number 10 in 21 Days with Jesus. Looking at the Gospel of John for 21 days, a day for every chapter, and seeing what it says simply about Jesus. This little walk with Jesus is designed not only for people who are mature believers in Jesus, just to learn a little bit more about what he is or to remind us, but also for those maybe that haven't quite discovered who Jesus really is. This is a great book of the Bible to begin that discovery of who Jesus is. So thanks for being along the journey with me. And we're nearing halfway. We're on day 10, and we're going to do 21 days. Tomorrow we'll be over halfway. So thanks for continuing on with me. So let's look and see in John chapter 10 on day number 10. As you begin reading John chapter 10, you'll find out that Jesus is comparing himself to a shepherd. A good shepherd that takes care of his sheep. In fact, as you read through it, I've jotted it down in my notes in my Bible. There's some things about the good shepherd. He knows his sheep, verse 3. He leads his sheep, verse 3 and 4. He talks with his sheep, verse 4. He saves his sheep, verse 9. He satisfies his sheep, verse 10. He dies for his sheep, verse 11, and he unifies his sheep, verse 16. So you might ask, well, okay, he's a good shepherd, but who are the sheep? We are. I did a study when I preached through Psalm 23, and I found out a little bit about sheep. Sheep are animals that desperately need someone to take care of them. They're prone to wander. They have pretty much no defense. They can't run very fast. They don't have sharp teeth. They don't have claws. They can't fly away. They are a mess, and they need a shepherd. Otherwise, they'll get lost, they'll get in danger, and they can't get back. They can't see very far in front of them, just what's immediately away. That's why they wander. The sheep follow other sheep, and when one sheep goes astray, all the others go astray. They need somebody to lead them. And that's what Jesus does for us. We're like sheep. And he calls us by name. When we hear his inner voice, we know he wants us to be with him. And maybe you are at that point right now in your life where you sense that Jesus is who he said he was. You know, we're going on through this in the Gospel of John, and you can feel that calling on the inside of you. It's not a verbal, it's not audible, but you can feel like there's something pulling you toward God, and that's Jesus calling you. And he calls his own sheep by name, and I encourage you to respond and accept Jesus Christ as your own personal Lord and Savior. However, those of us that have accepted that call and we have said yes to Jesus and he's part of our life, he leads us, he guides us, he disciplines us, he saves us, he helps us, he feeds us, and he satisfies us. He is everything to us. So as you read through this, I hope that will encourage you to stay close to Jesus and think of Jesus as a shepherd, a good shepherd. He's a good shepherd. He's a great shepherd. He's the chief shepherd. And so enjoy your reading in John chapter 10. And if you have any questions, I hope you have a mentor or somebody that you can talk with about what you're reading. If you don't, just talk with me. Send me a text or an email or contact me some way. I would love to be able to help you. Well, God bless you in your reading today, and we'll be back in John chapter 11 tomorrow, which is a great chapter where Jesus raises Lazarus from the dead, his greatest earthly